Internet! I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Kimothy.
And you guys are watching some more show and tell videos. Kim has a huge collection of plushies, if you haven't figured that out already. A lot of which we've kind of pieced together from thrift stores and flea markets and stuff like that. And she really wants to show them off to people who actually understand what it is that she's found. So we actually just also unboxed all this stuff from our basement, which has been down there after moving and dealing with the house for so long. Now we can finally get our stuff out and show you guys. So everything is actually on your side, so you can start showing us what you got.
And I do want to let you know that I do have some of the paper tags for these as well. I don't have it with them, but the original paper tags that came with them, like when you bought them from the store or something like that. I think it's kind of cool because this time we're going to be showing some of the collection that are the older plushies.
And like I said, we don't know how much they cost, some of them. Some
of them. I did make a little cheat sheet at one point that did show the prices of what they're ranging from. Some of them I couldn't find prices for. So I'll start with the beginning of Kanto.
Bulbasaur.
I have a little Bulbasaur, a little Ivysaur, and I'm not sure if you guys saw the other large plush video. There was a Charizard and a Blastoise large plush, but they never made a Venusaur, so I couldn't even complete my line, but I'm sure there is a smaller Venusaur.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a plush Venusaur out there somewhere. I don't know about the rarity of these guys.
Right. I think they were both pretty common. I think Ivysaur was a little bit more common than Bulbasaur.
The Ivysaur looks a little better, I think, too. The Bulbasaur's bulb, look at it, it's really just a ball. It doesn't really come to a bulb too much, and the color on him, I don't think, is too great. His face really is just like a spear.
And these are from 1998. It looks like they were distributed. So they don't look the best. The plushes we have now look fantastic compared to these, but the fact that they're old and they're like little handheld size. You could take them with you in your pocket anywhere, and they can go places with you, and they're really cute. But let's see. I also have a Gengar, part of this same set. These are also from Hasbro, who are the original distributors of the plushes that came out. His smile looks a little ridiculous on the plush.
Yeah, it's a little way too tall. But it's also got the spikes going up in the back.
Got a Jigglypuff.
Can you hold them up? These are smaller. We gotta see them.
These are a lot smaller. Love Jiggly.
Still looks a little freaky.
Clefairy as well. He's
old plushes all looked a little funny in the face sometimes.
Right.
But I don't know about how. I never saw any of these, but I know
Snorlax.
My brother had one of those, Snorlax. The Clefairy is actually really well made. You kind of skipped over it.
Yeah, it actually is one of the better made ones.
The tail is actually full plush. The ears and this thing on the head is a plush. And then the wings are actually little bits of fabric kind of hanging off here in the back.
It is one of the better made ones compared to looking at the Jigglypuff. It's kind of
and like the Bulbasaur. They're like some of them are just like sacks of
the Snorlax isn't very well made either. That's one of them that I saw a lot.
Yeah.
I saw that one a lot, so it's not very
rare.
I'm going to go to a rare one next.
The Staryu?
This is a Staryu.
It's so obscure.
Same year, 1998, same collection as the rest of these from Hasbro. He is one of the more expensive rare ones. He's difficult to find. I don't remember how much he cost, but I believe it was around $50 to $70 range right now.
That little guy. It's rare though. I mean, for like a Staryu collector, I would want a Staryu plushie.
Right. I mean, it's really cool. He's got his...
he's got the one that's supposed to wrap on him. Yeah.
He's a little smaller than the rest of them,
which is weird.
Little Squirtle.
I had one of those when I was little, and that was my favorite.
He was one of the more common ones that I saw around too. Was his little Squirtle.
Way to make me feel better.
Well, he's got his little curly tail. I saw the Squirtles a lot. I saw the Jigglypuffs a lot, and the Snorlaxes when I went out anywhere. I also had the Eevee from this collection, which I think it costs a little bit more just because it's an Eevee.
It doesn't. It's funny because it's in a similar pose to the one from the I Love Eevee collection like we saw last time.
And if you, it's kind of weird if you look at them even side by side here. how much larger the plushes have gotten over the years. These are all from 1998. Tiny. These are all the larger ones now.
That's
here.
why I'm saying sometimes like they don't look so great. It's because they're tiny and they're old. But yeah, this Eevee looks really good. It gets to sit back on its tail and its ears prop up for how tiny it is. I'm surprised it can even do that.
Right. Another common one that I saw everywhere.
Oh, I had that. Oh.
A purple Polyworld.
Yeah, purple whirl.
He's not quite the right color. I always thought that was weird whenever I saw him in the stores.
He looks a lot more purple in person than he does on that camera.
Yeah.
But he's really just like a darker version of the Gengar.
Right, he's the same material. It's bizarre.
It's not right.
One of them that I really loved was my Raichu. He's like a little string for his tail on the back. I guess that's why I really liked him. I thought he was very cute.
And it's not Pikachu.
And it's not Pikachu, so there's that. He's got foam in his ears too, so everything stands up on those.
Yeah, this is a really well-made one.
Yeah, I'm love my Raichu.
I'm surprised that they let you get away with that on the tail. The tail end is actually plushy too.
And it's not sewn to the...
Like almost elastic, but it's... No, it's more stitched like a shoestring.
Right. I always thought that one was really cool because he had that different material on him. And then of course the Pikachu, also one of the most common ones. Mine weirdly had its tail peel apart at one point.
Oh, did they see that well? Yeah, there's got two tails going on, split down the middle. Yeah. It's supposed to be folded.
So it's supposed to be glued.
We can probably glue
he even looks like he got a little color damage at one point as well from the running of... because right here on the brown part of his tail, it looks like, and on the back as well, it's actually fabric paint.
Yeah.
So that color can run if it's not cleaned properly.
As long as his tail stays on that side, you'll never see that.
This is one of my favorite ones.
Oh, that one's cool.
My little Butterfree. When I played with him when he was little, I made him tie up his little antennas together like they were a ponytail. Not that you guys care, but that's how I played with them. This is also
Shut up, it's show and tell. She can say what she wants.
A little string-like material like what the Raichu was.
Like a shoestring.
Right, yeah.
It's got a little plushy
I love
booble feet.
I think it's so cute. It's one of my favorite in my collection. Psyduck? Psyducks?
Quack.
Quack. Not much to say there. It's Psyduck.
These actually string or fabric up here?
They're fabric. They're fabric like the Pikachu tail, so they actually are two... they pull apart.
Well, he sits up, but he's
he's one of the more common ones as well, as you can imagine. The most expensive plushie I have.
Which is ridiculous.
It's
this thing. Like we were mentioning, I think in the play-by-play video, we have a more expensive figure, or, well, I'm sorry I said figure, but plush than the Charizard. And it's this random Pidgeotto. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because
I can't find a price of him online.
No, I thought we found him somewhere.
I cannot find it. I cannot find a price for him at all. I've asked people to help me appraise him. We still haven't really heard anything about the price-wise on it, but I know that it is one of the more expensive ones, ranging to at least 100, if not, well, more than the Charizard, I think. So probably more than $400 to $600.
Don't cuddle with that one if you have it.
Yeah, just depending. I feel kind of bad that it sat in a box and on a pile on a shelf for several years.
Yeah.
But so did that Charizard. Speaking of Charizard, here's Charizard.
An itty bitty Charizard.
He kind of is not well made at all.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that tail nub.
I think it's probably one of my least favorite plushes that I have. He just doesn't look right to me. He's like,
I'm so powerful.
Muscular. He's a weird shape.
Look at the pose. He's like pooping.
His face. It's just a little weird for me.
Yeah. That's an odd one, but it's still a Charizard from that set.
Right.
That's still cool.
I have another super rare one. I think this one's ranging more in that price range of the Staryu.
Oh.
So more like $50 to $70.
Speaking of Staryu, we shouldn't be hiding back there.
Staryu.
Put Staryu here.
So we got an Onyx here. Weirdest looking. I remember when we bought it, we were like, I'm gonna buy that just because it's an Onyx.
Just because it's Onyx. Like, who has a plush Onyx? I said that about the Geodude too.
Like
who has a plushy
bizarre
Geodude?
Looking. He does not look good.
No.
So this is just a fabric again. It's a two
yeah, it's kind of peeling too, like that Raichu thing.
Let's see here. We've got an adorable little Mew. This was one of my favorite ones too, because it's Mew and he's cute. He sits on his little butt, and his tail's a little crooked in the back. I'm not sure if it's supposed to sit like that or up like that, but he sits pretty well on his own. The lines on top of his eyes that are supposed to be like the creases or his eyelids look more like eyebrows.
He's
I always
angry.
Found that a little funny. He used to wear one of my bracelets all the time around his neck. And then of course with Mew, I got Mewtwo.
That one's pretty well made.
This is
except for his bib. That's Mewtwo's bib.
I don't know why he has that bib.
He's eating chili tonight.
It's like they didn't want to make the pecs on the Mewtwo, so they gave him a little bib instead.
Right.
He's not well made.
His tail's pretty cool though.
And he still has this back there.
He's got a plush neck connector thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the back of him, I think he is pretty well made. The only thing that stinks is this
weird
flap. That thing's dumb.
It's like they looked at him and didn't understand that was his pecs or something. I don't know. And then the last one I have, he is not part of this collection that came out. He is not from 1998, but he is a Kanto one, which is this Zubat, which for the longest time, for some reason, my dad thought was the Zubat from the KFC, set, and I kept trying to tell him.
Yeah.
Right, I kept telling him that's not the Zubat from KFC, like at all.
Yeah.
It's one of the nicer new ones from Jack's Pacific. I don't know why they went back and they made a Zubat, but they did, and I have a Zubat now. He's softer, and he's fuzzy.
Yeah, he's not bad at all.
So if you're looking at the most rare, expensive ones, right there.
You just took them off the
sorry.
screen. Yeah, the Pidgeotto, Onyx, and Staryu.
Yeah.
Butterfree's not?
No.
Seems like a random one.
No.
I don't know anything about them.
Mewtwo was also a pretty common one as well.
I would expect him to be. It has nothing to do with how rare the Pokemon is. Usually it's the opposite for, you know, Tomy figures too, and just general Pokemon plushies and stuff. If it's a popular Pokemon, so it doesn't matter if he's rare. If he's popular, it's probably common, and everyone has one. They made a lot of them because the demand was low, so not a lot of people were out there begging for Pidgeottos, Staryus, and Onyxes, and that's why they didn't make so many.
The longest time when I was a kid, I really wanted a Scyther plush.
Oh.
Because I saw how they were making like these lighter materials like this, and I'm like, they can make a Scyther. They probably do. I don't even know if the Hasbro line has like all of these and they exist. But if I found that out, it would be a problem because I would want to collect the entire Kanto collection.
Right, if they did it. I remember when I was really little and I saw definitely not a plane shooting star. It was a plane. But I convinced myself it wasn't so I could have a wish. Because I really wanted to have a giant Alakazam plushie.
That would be cool. I wonder if they made one with the play-by-plays.
I don't know. But, I don't know why Alakazam. But at the time, he was the coolest Pokemon ever. So
Alakazam is pretty cool.
Alakazam is still pretty cool. I mean, he can eat ice cream with both hands at the same time.
Crazy.
That's really cool. You know, I envy that man. And how much ice cream he can put down. Well, it can't be a woman. I mean, she would have a mighty fine mustache, even though my Pokemon Q-Charm ones have mighty fine mustaches, and they are indeed feminine. But we also have some Johto ones.
So the Johto, this is that same line, Hasbro. I think they're from 2000. Well, I should know that.
Just pick it up.
Known that. So we got 2000 ones from Johto. They're still made from
2000.
Hasbro. That is a Quagsire. Live it, love it.
Kim loves Quagsire, so. And Wooper. Is that your favorite Pokemon? Quagsire and Wooper?
Out of everything?
Out of everything.
No.
Who's your favorite?
Probably Vaporeon.
Probably Vaporeon is number one, and second is
Quagsire.
Quagsire.
Yeah.
Not Wooper?
No.
Which one's better, Wooper or Quagsire?
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Quagsire probably.
Because he's just a blob.
He's a blob.
He actually does have like the this isn't fabric paint.
Yeah, no, this is at the point where they started to actually like glue down like
they put some better
leathery material on it.
But anyway, I show you that because there's nothing to look at over here.
It's a Quagsire.
This is Quagsire. He's tiny too. Like
I thought this one's pretty cute.
The Hoppip.
A little Hoppip. He's got a lot of detail actually in his leaves as well.
The leaves are plush. They're not just fabric. And
right,
he's got
and
a little plush.
Hold them up pretty well.
He's got
a
plush
little
arms
tail.
and feet. Is his tail plush?
No, his tail's just fabric. But
it's so dinky.
His little leaves are pretty detailed.
He's even got little yellow spots
on
in
his
the footsies.
It's pretty cute. This one I don't think is very well made.
The underside looked a lot better. But I was like, oh wow, they actually stuffed all that well. And then you look at the face and the size of the flowers. But it's still an old Blossom plushie.
Right.
I think it's the size of the head that looks a little funky.
It's the head, or like the leaves don't come up high enough on the body. Something just does not look right about it. But it's like big, like, I don't know. Careful.
Look, plushies are for playing with.
Yeah, but
except for the rare ones.
You were pulling on his seam back there.
Oh, I was?
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
And Elekid. I don't remember which of these are like really common. This is a
can't fit into an outlet if he doesn't do that.
This is a very hard material for his
Which should be, it's an outlet.
Yeah, I don't.
He is a plug. I've never seen an Elekid like stick his face into an outlet and it wouldn't fit, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, why did that naturally happen? I don't know, but anyway.
This is one of my I think he's cool because I used to love Heracross when I was growing up. But his horn looks more like really his nose as the plush here.
Yeah, because it doesn't go straight up.
A bit more of like an elephant thing going on, but
the little antenna boobles are made really well. They're actually standing up, not like the Butterfrees that like fell down.
Right, they're the same material as the Butterfrees, but I think they're like they're a plastic.
They're a lot thicker.
Yeah.
That's not the same
so
material.
they learned from their mistakes on what
That's much better, actually.
To make. Now that I'm actually looking at them from my Kanto to my Johto ones, I can see that they learned from some mistakes and made them a little bit better.
Sort of.
Here's the worst made one I think I have.
Oh gosh. Thing's gross looking.
Look at it.
Look at it head on. And then on the side. And then you gotta feel it too. It feels gross. You know, it's like fake wool.
It's, what it is it feels like if you have like a fleece blanket and you wash it incorrectly after enough times and it gets old.
And crusty.
And
like,
crusty
not really
feeling.
crusty, but like just...
I thought, wow, this is so cool, it's a Mareep.
Well, sort of. It's a, beret-wearing French Mareep.
I guess so. They tried. If he sits at that angle, he can't.
If you see the thing on the back, he looks a little cooler. Right? It's not bad.
One of the more obscure ones I have, Donphan.
Donphan.
He's got a lot more of that harder plastic on him on the top for his lines and things like that. I just thought it was weird that I had him.
I think he's cool.
I don't even remember getting him. He's one of those weirder Pokemon. Let's see. One of my other favorite Johtos.
Cute.
Glagger. I thought he was kind of just a weird... he's one of those weird, obscure Pokemon that
they screwed with his anatomy. I think that's what's kind of cool, because like his head's super big here, his tail's kind of like sticking out straight, and it's real dinky, and I don't know. His arms and legs seem a lot smaller.
I think he looks good. He's one of my more favorite plushes. He always has been.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He also has his Hasbro tag too. Do they all have that?
Oh yeah, for the most part. I don't think
Will he fit over here?
Now we come to my favorite Johto plush. Possibly my favorite plushie out of my Pokemons, which is my Lugia. And I don't say that just because everybody loved Lugia, because it was Pokemon 2000.
Yeah, she's on the Lugia train.
It's because when I played with him, I could talk with his arms. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I love it.
That's all there is to it. There's nothing more.
He has.
She just liked playing with it. That's why the Squirtle was my favorite from earlier.
Yeah.
I got to play with him.
I would always, whenever I made him talk, he would talk with his arms all the time, and he has like no stuffing left in his like shoulder area now. But I always thought he was a pretty cool plush too. Mm-hmm. He's got a pretty big butt. He's.
Look at that butt.
I love that Lugia so much. And
I like his anatomy too, because they made him like a little chibier, so he could sit on his fat butt. Mm-hmm. You know.
And I have, going back to starters again, I have a little Totodile. I kind of like him because he's small, but I'm also really mad that he's the jaw Pokemon and his mouth is closed and he has no teeth.
Yeah, I've never seen Totodile with his mouth shut, and it is sewn shut. Like, he looks like he zipped his trap, and he's like, If he had like some teeth kind of hanging out, maybe it would look a little better.
Yeah, I thought maybe there would be fangs hanging out or something, but there is
no. For alligator does when he has his mouth shut. I think crocodile does too.
I think Totodile does as well, but
I've never seen Totodile with his mouth shut. Oh, I have one that I can show. Yay! This actually was from a recent unboxing video. You guys should probably go check those out. But this is actually from the same set Kim found.
I was very excited. He's actually a Hasbro 2000
I was just like, yay, Cyndaquil! Cyndaquil's adorable! His name's Happy. He wears a little bracelet that says Happy. That's just how he came. It was adorable. Anyway, yeah, Hasbro. Yeah, that stuff. Go ahead. I'm excited I can finally show one. His fire's really nice,
I know, his fire is in really good condition on him. It's hard to find that kind of stuff with good hair-like material.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the last one?
That is all of my Johto.
Wow, that's all of them. Wait, did we actually look at all your plushies?
That is all of my Pokemon plushies.
Oh, we're done. That was a lot. But at the same time, like, why don't you have more? Where are the others? Wait, isn't Chikorita your favorite of the Johto starters?
Probably Totodile.
Probably Oh, with the zip trap. You picked Chikorita when you played the game, though.
Yeah, because you really like Totodile.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, anyway, this is weird that we're actually finished with all of them. I thought we were going to be doing this for so much longer. But anyway, this was really cool. We got to go through all of these. We had to make a video just showing her... Is it just the Hasbros from Kanto and Johto?
Yes,
basically all that this is.
Besides that random Zubat that was Jack specific, that was newer, but Kanto, Johto, and these are the old Hasbro ones. Some of them I think we did buy brand new from the store. That might be why I have a lot of the paper tags still. You
can tell she loves looking all this stuff up. Don't you actually have an Excel document with
I do.
She made me photograph every single one of them so she could catalog them, write where they're from and how much they cost. I did this for all of them. I think I did this for your figures too.
No.
Some of your figures I had to photograph.
Yeah.
We'll have to go through about 1,000 photos on my camera.
Because, for our homeowners insurance, if someone breaks into our house and steals these things, we'll get reimbursed for the price.
Well, I guess that's a plus.
I would cry so hard.
That would still be awful. Because, I mean, the price of, like, this Lugia might not work at all, and you're not going to get one with, like, the busted arms. Who's going to come in here and steal these? Maybe everyone on the internet who now understands that we have this many Pokemon plushies.
That we have a $300 Pokemon plush.
Yeah. Anyway, that is all the time we have for now. Really glad that we got to show you all these plushies. Okay, Kim is super excited to now get to start showing you all these things that we've been, having offline that we wanted to show and share with you guys. We want to start doing some of Pokemon cards, Pokemon figures, and probably other random. Maybe even group together random anime stuff. I'm not sure what we're gonna do just yet. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments just for this video as well as other suggestions of stuff you'd like to see in the future. Like I said before, if any of you guys are interested in contacting Kim about any of these figures, the email for that is down in the description below. But either way, that is all the time we have for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video. Oh yeah!
Bye-bye!